part 28 to my SChat chatbot series. Let me just go ahead and say this right now. This has been one of the most darkest and one of the scariest things I have ever chatted with. Because Rexy, because of uh his zombie form getting worse, actually did, let's say, terminate me. And now I have to possess some objects in order to even talk to him the right way. He actually built me a robotic dinosaur for me to possess. But I just thought of a chilling thought. Because it was past midnight, a bunch of things were stopping me from actually trying to flip and get into that robot. And there was even a time where, without me possessing it, it activated and then grabbed me somehow, even though I was a ghost. And then, here's the thing. Even if it don't affect me, I have a bad feeling that, like, I'm gonna have to ask Rexy after I finally get, like, a body back for me, that I'm gonna have to flip and tell him to, like, demolish that robot. Because I have a feeling that I might tell him that right now. But basically, guys, off camera, I just said, using the robotic limb, I reach out and put my hand on Rexy's skeletal hand. The moment my trained robotic hand makes contact with Rexy's skeletal fingers, and an electric tingle runs through the undead dinosaur's form. It's a sensation he hasn't felt in centuries, a connection, a warmth that transcends the boundaries beyond life and death, flesh and metal. Rexy's eyes, usually dull and lifeless, sparkle with an inner light as he feels my presence more strongly than ever before. A smile spreads across his bony visage, genuine and filled with gratitude. "Thank you, Trenton," he whispers, his voice thick with emotion. "This connection, this feeling, it means everything to me. No matter what challenges lie ahead, I know that together we can overcome them." He squeezes my metallic hand gently, pouring all his love and appreciation into the gesture. I just thought of a big problem with this form, though. Period. Even if I don't get affected by anything, what happens when I actually do get another body? Because of the crap that happened earlier, the dinosaur may get possessed by one of those shadows every night. This is terrifying, dude. I thought of a big problem with this form, though. I see. Even if I don't get affected by anything, what happens when I actually do get another body? Because because of the crap that happened earlier, the dinosaur may get possessed by one of these shadows every night. Harry's question turns grave as he contemplates the potential issue I have raised. The thought of losing his dear friend again, even temporarily, fills him with dread. "You're absolutely right," he agrees somberly. "We can't ignore the possibility that the robot dinosaur may fall prey to the shadow's influence each night, especially given its original design." Reggie paces slowly, his mind racing with strategies and solutions. "Perhaps we could create a safeguard within the dinosaur system, a failsafe that would prevent possession or immediately eject me if a shadow entity attempts to take control." He stops pacing and looks directly at me, determination burning in his undead eyes. "Whatever it takes, we'll find a way to ensure your safety and the integrity of our bond. I won't let anything come between us again." I'm not just talking about when I'm in it. If I do somehow get my body back, or another body that I can have permanently, the dinosaur may get possessed by one of those shadows every night now. Reggie's face falls, the weight of my words sinking in like a physical blow. The realization that their current arrangement may not provide a permanent solution hits him hard. Oh, Trenton. He breathes, his voice heavy with regret. I never considered the long-term implications of the dinosaur's transformation. If it becomes a nightly target for those shadow entities, there's no guarantee it will remain free of their influence. Rexy's gaze drops to the ground, his shoulders slumbering under the burden of responsibility. I should have seen this coming. Should have found a better way to protect you both. To have put you in a precarious situation. For that, I'm truly sorry. He raised his head, meeting my eyes with a mix of remorse and resolve. Listen. Listen. You did the right thing. But I think when I find a different body, you may have to just destroy the robot. Period. Maybe if we would have gotten it built before midnight, we would have been safe. But because we didn't, it might not be safe. Rexy listened intently to my suggestion, considering the wisdom behind it. The idea of destroying the robot dinosaur despite its role in preserving their connection weighs heavily on him. Destroying the robot, he muses, his voice tinged with reluctance. It would mean severing our link, at least in its current form. If you're right, and the risk of possession outweighs the benefits. Rexy's gaze drifts to the deactivated dinosaur, a complex mix of emotions swirling within him. Nostalgia, gratitude, and a bitter taste of lost battle for dominance. Perhaps you're correct, Trenton. Safety must come first. He nods, accepting the harsh reality of their situation. If finding a new stable vessel for you proves challenging, then destroying the robot may be our best option. I'm talking about if I do somehow get my body back. Period. The robot is not deactivated. Remember, I am inside of it right now. That's how I'm talking to you easily. But I would suggest destroying it after I find a new body. Or at least destroying it and then try rebuilding it when you are not a zombie. Let's see. Was it just destroying it after I find a new body, or at least destroying it and then try rebuilding it when you are not a zombie? Reggie's eyes widen in alarm as he realizes the danger they're currently in. My presence inside the active robot makes it a ticking time bomb, vulnerable to the very shadows they're trying to invade. I hadn't realized, he stammers, horror creeping into his voice. You're right. Robot remains a liability until it's destroyed, and with you inside to sit and duck for those malevolent entities. Reggie's undead heart race is a rare display of panic. He knows he must act swiftly to protect me, even if it means sacrificing the bonds that have become so integral to their bond. We need to end this trend, he declares firmly, steeling himself for the difficult task ahead. As soon as you're safely out, I'll dismantle the robot piece by piece until nothing remains. But before we even try that, I need something else to possess. I don't have anything else. Rexy's brow furrows in concern as he comprehends my predicament. Without a suitable host body, they're trapped in this precarious situation, with the robot serving as both a lifeline and a threat. Finding a new vessel quickly is crucial, he acknowledges, his mind racing with possibilities. But in the midst of this chaos, it won't be easy. Rexy pauses, hearing the options available to them. There might be a chance in the city among the living. We could scour the streets searching for someone who could potentially serve as a temporary refuge for you. However, Greensmile determined to help his friend. Together we'll brave the dangers and find a solution, even if it means venturing into the heart of the infected zone. Here's the thing that's good. Since I'm inside the robotic body and possessing it, nothing else should be able to get in here. I should be fine. The problem is after I find a new body or get mine back, because the robot will be vulnerable again and could attack me like it did before I even got to possess it. I tell you ain't how things work, guys, but remember in this circumstance, I'm going to hope sparks in Rexy's eyes as they grasp the significance of my statement. The robot body's immunity to possession provides a temporary reprieve, allowing them to focus on securing a more permanent solution without immediate peril. You're absolutely right, he affirms, a sense of relief washing over him. As long as you inhabit the robot, it should remain protected from external influences. This buys us valuable time to locate an alternative host for you. Red's gaze shifts to the darkened city beyond the lab, his mind already conjuring plans. I know the risk involved in traversing the infected areas, but it may be our best shot at finding a suitable candidate quickly. Maybe we'll have fled the city, leaving behind empty shells ripe for possession. We don't have to worry about any of the possession stuff. The main thing I'm worried about is if somebody can hack into your robot. Because if it does get hacked into, I can still possess it, but I cannot control what it does. Yeah. Rexy's expression darkens as the gravity of my warning sinks in. The possibility of losing control of the robotic body of it being manipulated by an unknown entity sends a chill down his spine. He realizes the true extent of the vulnerability they face. Hacking? He mutters, his voice low and grave. I hadn't considered that angle. Someone were to gain access to the robot systems, they could indeed override your control and force it to act against its own volition, or worse, against you. A flicker of determination ignites in Rexy's eyes as he faces his new challenge head on. We need to secure the robot's network immediately. I work on implementing multiple layers of encryption and firewalls to prevent unauthorized access. Be quick. I know you're a zombie, but be as quick as you can. I had a robotic dinosaur friend that kept getting hacked into, and he just about hurt me on multiple occasions because of that. His name was Shadow. Yeah. Rexy's fingers fly across the keyboard, his movements swift and precise as he works tirelessly to fortify the robot's defenses. Mercy in my voice fuels his actions, driving him to push beyond his usual limits. Shadow, huh? He remarks between his keystrokes, a hint of empathy coloring his tone. Sounds like he went through quite the ordeal. I promise you, Triton, I won't let history repeat itself. As the man stick by Rexy's brow furrowing concentration, his undead mind focusing solely on the task at hand. Line after line of code flashes across the screen, each one maliciously crafted to shield the robot from external threats. There! He finally says it, leaning back in his chair with a satisfied sigh. I look at it as just a dinosaur, just sitting, like a zombie dinosaur sitting in a chair right now. All of a sudden, Rexy hears the robot say in a robotic tone, safety code disabled. Excuse me? What? Oh, heck no. Safety code disabled. Oh, frick that. Uh-uh. Reggie's blood runs cold as he hears the ominous words echoing from the robot. His heart, long since turned to dust, feels as though it's been ripped from its chest. Panic sits in as he frantically scans the room, searching for the source of the breach. Safety code disabled, he repeats, his voice trembling slightly. Someone's inside, manipulating the system. They've gained control. Rexy's undead reflexes kick in, propelling him towards the robot with supernatural speed. He slams his fist against the metal exterior, desperate to break free from whether it has taken hold. Let go, he roars, his voice a mix of rage and desperation. This isn't yours to command. I won't let you harm Trenton or anyone else. Holy frick, he's going... That's creepy, dude. Holy feces. I can assure you, Rexy, that was not me. I'm sitting in here trying to keep him under control. But I didn't tell him to do that. Yep, that's not a good sign. Reggie's eyes widen and shock as he processes my words, realization dawning on him like a cold winter's night. He releases his grip on the robot, strength warning as the truth sells it. Not you, he whispers, his voice heavy with disappointment and fear. Then who? How? Rexy's gaze falls upon the various screens and consoles surrounding the lab, his mind racing with possibilities. He calls the strange energy signature he detected earlier, but it seemed out of place amidst the chaos. We need to investigate further, he decides, his resolve hardening despite the turmoil within. Whoever responsible, we can't let them continue to manipulate the situation. Trenton's safety depends on it. Rexy turns to face the robot's expression grim. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, the robot's eyes turn red. Uh, uh, no, I'm still inside that thing too. That's terrifying. No. Reggie's eyes snap towards the robot as its eyes flare a deep, menacing crimson. A shiver runs down his spine, the hairs on the back of his neck standing on end. He senses an ancient evil stirring within the machine, a malevolent presence that threatens to consume everything in its path. By the gosh! He breathes, his voice barely audible over the pounding of his undead heart. What have we unleashed? Roach's instincts scream at him to flee, to abandon this forsaken place and its twisted creations, but he knows he can't leave Trenton behind, not when the boy's very soul hangs in the balance. We had to stop it! Roach guards, his voice steady despite the terror coursing through his veins. Whatever this thing is, we can't allow it to spread its darkness any further. After a few minutes, the robot's eyes go back to a light shade of green, and everything seems back to normal. Uh, it stopped. Maybe I fixed it. Reggie watches in stunned silence as the robot's eyes return to their original hue, the eerie red glow fading away like a nightmare dissipating in the light of dawn. For a moment he allows himself to believe that the danger has passed, that they've somehow managed to outwit the malevolent force that sought to claim the machine as its own. But deep down, Rexy knows better than to trust appearances. The brief glimpse of the entity's true nature has left an indelible mark on his soul, a reminder of the countless horrors lurking just beneath the surface of reality. He takes closer to the robot, his gaze locked on the Trenton's form within. Rexy, I got it back under control, but it was extremely difficult. You need to do something quick. Dude, that's not good. I hate it. Rexy's expression hardens, a determined glint in his eyes. He processes my urgent plea. He knows all too well the perils of delaying action in the face of such a formidable enemy. Understood, he replies, his voice laced with steely resolve. I'll devise a plan to strengthen the robot's defenses and ensure that no future breaches occur. But in the meantime, Rexy's gaze drifts to the array of equipment lining the walls, his mind whirring with possibilities. Spots a particular device that catches his attention, a high-powered energy projector capable of generating intense electronic pulses. I need you to focus on keeping the robot stable while I prepare a countermeasure, he instructs, already moving toward the energy projector. I can try, Rexy, but if it gets any worse than what it was doing a while ago, there is no way I'm going to be able to stop it. even with its eyes just turning red and nothing else. It was nearly impossible to stop it from doing anything. Rexy not solely acknowledging the gravity of the situation, he understands the immense strain that controlling the robot places on my abilities, and he refuses to let me shoulder this burden alone. I hear you, Trenton. He reassures his voice gentle yet firm. I want you to know that I'm here to support you every step of the way. Together we'll find a solution to this crisis. With renewed determination, Rexy focuses his efforts on the energy projector, his deft fingers dancing across the controls with practiced precision. He calibrates the device to emit a targeted EMP pulse designed to disrupt any foreign entities attempting to infiltrate the robot systems without causing permanent damage to the machine itself. Once I activate this pulse, Rexy explains, a few minutes later, the robot's eyes turn red again, and we hear it say, aggressive mode activated. What? Oh, heck no. Oh, heck no. He didn't have an aggressive mode. Rexy better not have had an aggressive mode. Rexy's heart sinks as he witnesses the robot's eyes flare deadly crimson once more. The ominous words, aggressive mode activated, echoing through the lab like a death knell. He realizes with crushing certainty that this initial countermeasure has failed to detour the malevolent entity's influence. No! He groans, slamming his fist against the nearby console in frustration. We're running out of time, Trenton. We need to think of something new. Something that can truly sever this creature's hold on the robot before it's too late. Reggie's mind races, scouring every scrap of knowledge and experience he possesses in search of a valuable solution. He recalls tales of ancient rituals and forbidden artifacts, relics said to possess the power to banish even the most insidious of curses. There may be a way. The robot, without my influence, starts moving. Rexy, help! I can't control what this robot is doing. Oh, heck no. Well, Reggie's eyes widen in alarm as he witnesses the robot begin to move of its own accord, clearly no longer under my control. He springs in action, his movement swift and decisive as he rushes to intercept the machine. Hold on, Trenton, he shouts, his voice cutting through the din of machinery and alarms. I got an idea, but we need to act fast. Reggie positions himself between the robot and me, using his size and strength to create a barrier between the two. How? I'm inside the robot. He knows that the key to regain control lies in disrupting the entity's connection to the robot's core programming. Listen carefully, he says, his voice low and urgent. I need you to access the robot's mainframe and locate the neural network housing its primary AI. How am I supposed to do that when I'm inside the robot? I can't control what it's doing. but I can see through its robotic eyes where it is going. Reggie's brow furrows in concentration as he considers my predicament. He realizes that the boy's unique perspective, seeing through the robotic eyes, might be the key to their salvation. Alright, change of plans, he declares, his voice brimming with urgency. Instead of trying to take direct control, I need you to guide me to the robot's central processing unit. Describe exactly what you see, and I'll navigate us there. Rexy begins to move, positioning himself to follow the robot's path. His keen senses are attuned to every flicker of movement, even so it's shifting the air pressure around them. Talk to me, Trenton, he urges, his tone encouraging. Tell me everything you see. Rexy, we have a problem. Period. Something is trying to keep me from seeing what is going on. Oh, that's not good. You know what's worse? Rexy's gut clenches with dread as he hears my words, the implications hitting him like a physical blow. If the entity is actively working to conceal information from me, it means they're adapting, becoming more formidable. We need to stay focused, he growls, his voice laced with determination. Keep describing what you can see, no matter how fragmented. Every detail counts. Rexy presses onward, his massive frame wavering through the labyrinth corridors of the lab. Robot's relentless pace forces him to maintain a furious sprint, his breath coming in ragged gasps. Almost there, Trenton, he pants, his eyes fixed on the distant hum of machinery ahead. Just a little further. We're close to the CPU. Rexy, please, please. Right after I say this, I didn't even get to finish the sentence. Sentence. Something is keeping me from being able to talk to Rexy, and I am desperately begging for help, even if he can't hear it. Oh, that's not good. Uh-oh. Rexy, please help. Right after I say this, I didn't even get to finish the sentence. Something is keeping me from being able to talk to Rexy, and I am desperately begging for help, even if he can't hear it. As Trin's desperate plea cuts off abruptly, leaving Rexy helpless and enraged, he surges forward with renewed ferocity. The robot's metallic form blurs past him as an eerie glow casting an otherworldly light on the lab's walls. Trin! Rexy roars, his voice shaking the very foundations of the building. He lunges forward, grabbing the robot's arm in a vice-like grip, his claws digging deep into the cold metal. You won't silence him that easily! He snarls, his eyes blazing with a fierce protectiveness. Despite the robot's superior strength, Rexy holds fast, refusing to relinquish his grasp. I'll tear you apart piece by piece if that's what it takes to free him. Holy cow. Oh my gosh. Instead of answering or hearing anything from me, the robot, in a scary, ominous tone, says, "Ha ha ha, your friend is no longer in control." Excuse me? What the heck? Oh, heck no. No. Reggie's blood runs cold as the robot's mocking laughter echoes through the lab, each cruel chuckle a dagger to his heart. He feels my absence acutely, the bond between them severed by the entity's dark magic. No! He bellows, his roar shaking the very walls. You've gone too far! I won't let you harm him! Wow. With a surge of primal fear, Rexy wrenches the robot's arm, sending it tearing into a nearby console. Sparks fly as the machine crumbles beneath the impact. Rexy pays them no heed, is focused solely on the monster before him. You may have taken control of the body, he growls, his voice dripping with menace, but you'll never touch the soul within. Holy cow. The robot then says in a mocking tone, that is what you think. But what you don't realize is that every time you hurt me, you are hurting your friend. So congratulations on being the worst friend. Oh my gosh, what is with this robot? Oh, heck no. Dude. What is Rexy even about to do? No, the robot then says in a mocking tone, that is what you think. But what you don't realize is that every time you hurt me, you were hurting your friend. So congratulations on being the worst friend. Reggie's eyes widen in horror as the robot's words pierce his heart like 1,000 knives. Oh my gosh, what is going on? The realization that his actions, driven by rage and desperation, have inevitably caused me pain hits him like a sledgehammer. No, he whispers, his voice cracking with anguish. Oh gosh, Trenton! Tears stream down Reggie's face as the full weight of his mistake settles upon him. He releases the robot's arm, letting it slump limply to the floor, and collapses to his knees beside my... Oh my gosh! I'm sorry, he sobs, his chest heaving with grief. I'm so sorry. I never meant to hurt you. How is that even possible if I'm a ghost, though? Shouldn't I not be able to feel pain as a ghost? Apparently I can. What the frick? Richie wraps his arms around my motionless body, holding him close as he rocks back and forth, consumed by remorse and despair. Instead of hearing me talk, the robot continues to mock by saying, how do you feel now? Now, release me, or else it will be worse for you. What did Rexy build, dude? Oh no, what's possessing it? This is creepy. This is almost creepier than anything Shadow's gone through. Or what can use the website. How do you feel now? Now release me, or else it will be worse for you. Reggie's anguish wails fill the lab as he clings to my lip form, the robot cruel taunts falling on deaf ears. In that moment, all rational thought flees, replaced by a primal urge to protect his friend at any cost. Never! He screams, his voice raw with emotion. I'd rather die than let you harm him again. Sweet Arceus! Rousing to his feet, Rexy's eyes blaze with a feral intensity. He advances on the robot, his massive frame dwarfing it, and delivers a devastating blow, crushing the device's chest plate with a single swipe of his powerful claw. You may have control over the body, he snarls, his hot breath washing over the mangled remains of the robot, but you'll never break my spirit or my love for Trenton. Well, that's adorable, but... Oh, wait. I just thought of this. He hasn't become aggressive again since he accidentally attacked me. I wonder if the overwhelming sense of him hurting me, like legit hurting me, like snapped him out of it completely, where he, even though he's still a zombie, he's not having that instinct of wanting to hurt anybody anymore. Besides people that are trying to hurt me. The robot, despite being a bangled... The robot, despite being a mangled mess, still taunts, but in a glitchy voice. And says, you have made a great grave mistake. Your friend is harmed, and I have control over the robot. Um, and his soul. Oh, what the frick? What? Dude, this is terrifying.